Hey, I'm Tommy Chong. Welcome to High on Homegrown.
Yes, everybody, and welcome to High on Homegrown, the cannabis podcast from PercysGrowRoom.com. This week, we're getting all festive and we're talking about gifts you can buy for your friends who either use cannabis or grow cannabis or both. So we're talking books, different kinds of edibles. Maybe you can give them some of your own stash if that is legal where you are. Of course, don't break the law. There's grow gear. There's loads of different things, and we're going to discuss all the different things in this episode here. And if you're stuck for ideas for gifts, then you can head over to alibongo.com and use our 15% discount code, Percys15, and you'll be able to get anything you want there and get a nice discount off it as well. And that's good to have when Christmas is coming up. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you do get any ideas from this episode, then let us know what you buy, man. Take pictures and upload them onto percysgrowroom.com. It'll be good to see you over there. But for now, I'll leave you to listen to the episode and I'll speak to you at the end of this. Enjoy. See you in a bit. So as they say at this time of year, those sleigh bells ring ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-ding-a-ling-a-ling-do. It's nearly Christmas. Do you hear how much fucking enthusiasm I had there?
I was wondering where you were coming with that. It's like, yeah, Mackie's gonna do Christmas right now. What's up with this?
All the enthusiasm of a brick wall.
It's December. I'm fucking trying, man. I'm trying.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
The kids watched that movie the other day, man. That's a good movie. But yeah, Christmas is coming and it's only just a few weeks away. It's actually 3 weeks away, exactly, 21 days, right? So we want to make sure that anybody out there, like your relatives, the missus, the children, the friends, they all know what they could potentially buy you for Christmas. So that's what we're going to discuss. What would be good to buy for a cannabis user or grower for Christmas this year? And there's all sorts of things, very expensive gifts you could buy or just little cheap, fun, novelty things to buy. And there's a good thread over at Percy's discussing some of these as well. So, and if you have any ideas in chat of what you think is a good present to buy for another cannabis enthusiast, then let us know and we'll talk about that too. But what would you like for Christmas, panel? Marge, what would you like for Christmas?
Oh God, people are asking me that already and I don't know. Weed?
Cannabis,
weed.
Always a good option, man. Anybody who uses cannabis is always happy with cannabis.
To get more cannabis.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It will get used. So, but what about
Although
you,
honestly,
TG? Sorry, Marge.
I was just say I do like getting cannabis cookbooks. That is something I do like to collect.
Nice.
Actually, that is a good idea. Edible cookbooks.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What about you, TG? What would you like for Christmas? What would you like Santa to bring you?
Yeah, I'm a shit person to buy for because I'm like pretty specific. I already have all the shit I need in that sense, so it's like a new light would like I'd be like, oh, hopefully that fits, or something. I don't know, like Marge said, weed. I'm a huge fan of weed, and not just like don't just buy me the most expensive weed if you're gonna get it from the legal shit. Like get some rare shit or like find some rare shit. Press me, that kind of thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like exotics. I don't know. I just like stuff that is uncommon. Novelty stuff. Like, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like collecting shit. New glass is always cool, but again, I have everything. So I'm again, this is why I'm so shitty to fucking buy for. Because I think it really depends on who you're buying for and what they already have.
Yeah, that's it. When you're an adult and you have money, it's like you already buy what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, we already got what I want. So it's hard to choose.
But like
them.
stuff like this, I'll show this little piece. This is a locally produced little dab rig. It's very basic. I don't use it that often because it just doesn't actually work that well. But like I like this because you support your local economy. This is I got this at the head shop, so I did pay PST and taxes and stuff on it. But like probably if you knew this guy personally, you could get hooked up with something like that. And it's very unique. This is the only one of these ever made. So shit like that I think is really fucking cool. Just as like an art piece type of example.
Nice.
If you have like legacy head shops around that still carry this kind of gear. Seeds too. I'm a big fan of seeds. Growers always love seeds.
Mm-hmm. What are you saying,
So-
Monkey? Because you have quite the collection of cannabis now. So what would you want?
Ooh, I've already done my Christmas shopping for myself because I hate to say it, but people that know me wouldn't buy stuff for cannabis because, well, they'd be afraid of not buying the right one. Just like TG was saying, does it fit? Is it the right one? Whatever. So I treated myself to some genetics and, not just over the counter stuff, but so I went and found some stuff from Subcool that I wanted, got a hold of the real deal and upgraded some controllers on some fans and whatnot in the tent just to make my life a little easier. But I'm kind of like TG. I didn't need anything. These were just things like, okay, this would be pretty cool.
Mhm, mhm.
One of those deals. Other things, I mean, I recently got the Volcano. That would be like the holy grail for any cannabis smoke or something like that. If they're serious about it, a decent vape.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
What about you, Bubba? What are you saying?
Well, if we're going off the naughty and nice list, man, I've probably earned myself a nice big pile of fermented reindeer shit. But I don't know, man. Like, honestly, I'm pretty much in the same boat. I got the Dabber Switch. I got the Volcano. I don't really need anything high end. I got plenty of weed. I'd probably go genetics. Would be one of the
Yeah.
biggest things.
Mhm.
Nice something different, something that I haven't done or run before. Something that I've spotted and gone, oh yeah, I like that one. Like what's the other one? Like Slurricane or something like that, or one of the Slurricane crosses, or
Mhm.
Yeah.
a nice peach strain maybe.
Mhm.
I think that's like what Christmas is kind of about, like buying something for someone that normally you wouldn't just buy them normally, or they wouldn't probably even buy. So like genetics are a great example of that, where like
Yeah.
I know Super Sativa Seed Club, for example, they have the Keys Old School Haze. Fucking seeds are like
Yes.
fucking like $350 or $400 or something for 18 seeds or something like that. They're expensive as shit. I want them. I probably won't buy them, but someone bought them for me, I'd be like, thank you. Something like that, that's cool.
Yeah, man. I
But
think a good vape is going to be a good option. But they're expensive. This is the thing. So you'd only really buy that for your other half, or if you have plenty of money in the bank and you just want to buy somebody something really nice, then getting a Mighty or a Crafty, that's fucking good shit,
Yeah.
man. Everybody would appreciate one of those.
that's true, yeah.
Mm.
If you're spending money, you could, if you have somebody on your list that you don't mind spending a little money on because you happen to like them, you could buy them a T-check as well.
What's one of
Which is
those?
That
one-
would be a nice thing. Yeah.
That is
would be.
a handheld device that allows you to test the potency of not only your flower, your dried flower, but your edibles
Oh, cool.
or your
Infusions.
infusions rather. Your
Yeah.
infusions. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
And
a
it's a pretty
What's it
cool little
called?
device.
A
A T-check. A T-check.
And how much
T-check.
Canadian would that generally run?
It's probably
Oh, you have to really like the person because they're probably about 300 depending on
Did you
Canadian.
give him one of those away on your podcast for your newsletter?
I did give one away recently, and I have done an episode with somebody from the company that sort of gets into sort of the the science and the nuances of using a device like that.
Mhm.
So if you check that out, it's over on wherever you listen to your podcast, or if you look up T-check on my website, you can find that pretty easily. But I really like using. I've only used it like once for testing flour. I use it mainly for testing the potency of my edibles, and I don't really make edibles without it anymore, just because it's a lot more accurate than just trying to use like one of
Yes.
those online calculators.
How accurate do you reckon it is in
I'd
terms of
s-
if you were to send it away to a lab or something?
It's not as accurate as that. And actually, in that episode that I do with Parker from the company, he talks about the variances in accuracy. It is off by a few percentage points, but it depends on the like dried flower or what type of infusion you're doing. Because you can
Right.
test the infusions for like coconut oil or oils or butter or alcohol. Like there's all kinds of things you can do. And
Okay.
I think I put a lot of that in the show notes, so you don't necessarily have to listen to the episode, but a lot of that's
Oh,
over there too.
don't sell
Yeah.
yourself short. I'll go and have a listen.
Yeah.
Everybody go
Yeah,
check
but-
that out. And they might be expensive, but you don't always have to buy Christmas presents for other people. Buy yourself
Mhm.
something nice, man. It's been
Right.
a tough year, right? Everybody's had a
Yes.
hard time this year. You fucking deserve it, man. So go buy yourself something nice, like a Mighty or the T-Check or a new light. You fucking deserve it, all right? Mackie said you deserve it. So go and
Yeah.
fucking buy yourself something nice,
When,
right?
when you're up
Right.
at the counter at the head shop, say, Mackie told me I deserve this. I'm allowed to get it.
And
Put
they'll
it
be
on
like,
Mackie's account.
Mackie, is that guy who's always fucking ranting about shit?
Better give him this stuff or else he's going to rant about you next.
No, I mean, just tell me if they say no.
That's it, right?
Yeah, Mackie said put it on his tab.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes, that's right. We'll cover it. But we have some, we got loads of good suggestions here in the chat as well. Loads of good suggestions. So thanks for the interaction there, everybody. It's appreciated. Improper Weed Viking said a spliff holder, which is a good option. You know, both when you put a spliff down somewhere, a nice spliff holder for when it's lit, or even one of those, the spliff cases. You know what I'm saying? You can just pop a
Doob tube.
joint in there. Yeah, doob tube, something like that. So they don't get creased and folded when they're in your fucking pocket. You know what I'm saying? Stays in that pristine condition for the whole time. One of those would be really fucking nice.
I want one of those ones that attaches to the Xbox controller.
Oh,
or the
yeah,
PS4
yeah.
controller. So while
Mhm.
you're playing, you can just,
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I saw a guy had one attached to like a rotating fan, to like on the pedestal fan. So as it like come around to a certain spot, it was just perfect for him to lean forward, have a toe.
You want to make
and
sure you
then
got the
it'd spin
cage
back
on
the
that
other
thing.
way.
Damn, yeah. It's getting
Yeah,
a
stuff
bit
like
too
that's
close.
pretty cool.
Man,
Novelty
talk
shit.
about finishing the joint quick. Every time it comes around, you got to take another hit.
You know what I
Man,
mean?
you bake before you
Yeah.
know it.
Well, you don't have to. It's just, it's going to be hard to resist when it's staying in your face.
Exactly.
you know?
Yeah.
But we
Don't
also have
mind if I
a
do.
AC Infinity gift card there, Zesty suggested. And any kind of gift card like that is always a good choice. Even Amazon gift cards, so they can go out and buy whatever the fuck they like. It's good, easy option. And then they can go out and choose whatever they like. So you could do
Yeah, I
something
mean,
like that too.
That was one of the pieces of kit I just upgraded, which was my Merry Christmas to myself, was newer, more updated AC Infinity controllers, the internet
Nice.
capable ones and all that
Nice.
stuff.
Yeah.
It's nice to be somewhere, anywhere in the world, and you can check to see what temperature it is in your grow room. I have no idea why it makes me feel better, but it does.
Yeah, man. Because then you can check it, and if it's on like 400 degrees Celsius, then you're like, shit, it's on fire.
Exactly.
It's definitely got to give you some peace of mind.
Yeah. Well, at least that way you know not to go home because there's going to be
Yeah.
all sorts of people hanging
Exactly.
around. You know,
I
it's
think
all
I'm
to the point.
really okay now.
Nice. Just like 4
Uh,
gallons of isopropyl. Yeah, fucking A.
Twisted said his brother bought him a new stash jar. How the fuck do you know that, Twisted? It's only the 4th of December, bro. You shouldn't know this yet. You should know this like at Christmas time. You shouldn't be peeking on your gifts. What would Santa think, Twisted? Terrible.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, that's it.
what I'm
Christmas
saying?
is cancelled.
Yeah, that's it. Cancelled. No, nobody's getting anything now.
Yep.
I have no affiliation with Magic Butter Machine, but I will say I like mine, and I know Marge has an affiliate link on her website.
Cool.
Me too.
Yes.
Magic Butter is a great
Yeah.
little unit.
Yeah, man. Billy
It
Barnes
is.
bought one of those, and he loves his too.
Saw
Yeah.
somebody in chat had to put down the Ardent, which is also another decarb and magic butter type machine. That would also be a great gift for anybody.
Very nice. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
You know-
both good. I have both,
Yep.
actually.
I've heard
Yeah.
great
I love
things
my
about
magic
both.
butter just because I can make garlic butter and other types of things in it as well. Because it's just a really good
Yeah.
immersion blender,
Chuba had
Yeah.
a good suggestion here as well. £4.20 for a mini 40x scope for scoping your trichomes. Good choice,
Not a
man.
bad thing.
Always an important thing to have. You
Yeah.
need to check
A
them
nice
trichs.
scope.
And that's
Yeah.
good for not even just for growers as well, because I know we need them as growers, but you can always be that dickhead who's around your friend's house and they're like, check out my weed, and you pull out the trichoscope and you're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I
yeah.
see it. You can be that guy.
These trichomes
I've
don't
never
look like
been
wedding
that guy.
cake. This is fucking skunk. You got ripped off, bud.
I've been tempted to be that guy in a dispensary before that pulls the scope out the pocket, but I've seen the way everybody looks at that guy when he pulls the scope out. Marge,
Is this mold?
what-
Is this
what
mold
do you
here?
feel like
Yeah.
when somebody does that in the store?
Well, it doesn't happen because you can't see any of the weed anyway.
I just
Right.
poke them in their other eye.
Let me see
Yeah.
this plastic box that's in here.
That's
Looks like a
right.
good box.
Dan Dixie said here, the missus got me Ganja Land board game for Christmas last year. Great game. So that's interesting. They're like a
Ganja Land.
Monopoly version of a Ganja version of Monopoly or something.
My mom
I
got me
got
a weed
weed
board game
trivia
a few
last
years
year.
ago.
Mm.
It sucks, but like really shitty life.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
maybe not that board game.
Well, you know, a good Monopoly style, you know, with funny shit would be kind of fun. I think.
Yeah.
Board games, weed
man.
shit, weed
Yeah.
calendars, weed calendars.
A
Yeah,
good
weed
quality
calendar.
grinder is generally pretty accepted, you know.
Mhm,
'cause
mhm.
Yes.
grinders do wear out.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
And they get
Yeah.
sticky over time. You know, you have to
They
clean
do.
them and shit.
Mhm.
We
Any of
haven't-
those
um,
types of accessories make good stocking stuffers too, if you're doing that kind of thing,
Mhm.
or
Yeah,
Yeah.
or Secret
Grove-
Santas, or yeah.
I have a good
Grove
one.
bags or even Bodiva packs for growers.
Stocking
Handy.
stuffers right there. Boom, boom.
Yeah.
What you got
Papers.
there, TG?
Just some papers, man. Just
Yeah,
like,
nice.
Every
Yeah.
smoker loves this shit.
Or
Papers.
lighters, because everyone's always losing them.
Lighters, yeah.
Mhm.
Where's my fucking good
And you got
lighter?
them cool lighters as well that don't have any gas. You just charge them. Have you seen those ones? It's like
No.
Oh,
Really?
the
Yeah,
arc
just-
ones?
Plasma lighters. Yeah,
yeah,
the
plasma
electrical ones.
lighters, man. They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
Oh.
those are pretty cool.
They're they're
Huh.
hard to light a joint with, though. I have to say that.
Right,
They,
right. And when you say papers there as well, TG, it's like you can buy a box. You know how useful it is to have a box of papers? Because you run out
Yeah.
all the fucking time when you're a smoker, you know. But if you buy a
Yeah.
box, like 30 packets,
Well, these, you know, it's crazy. This box here is a Raws. They're 300s. You can see, I think, right? The 300
yeah.
pack.
Mhm.
This is like $4 or $5. A 50 pack is like $3.
Mhm.
And you
Yeah.
get like 100 million times more. Just buy a box. You know?
Yeah, man.
Right.
Anyway, no, this isn't economy. This is what to buy your shit. But
We
people
had,
love that. You never
we-
run out of papers then.
Yeah, man. Papers is a big one, and then roaches as well. You know, you can just buy roaches that are ready made, so you don't have to
Yeah.
always roll your
Something
roaches.
like these guys, hey?
Somebody in chat
Yes.
in Percy's was saying the glass brooches. You know,
Yeah,
the,
yeah,
glass-
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
the higher quality glass ones you can get.
Mhm.
Or
And
the
I
I don't
glass
like these
blunts.
ones.
And a
These
roach
are like
clip.
cigarettes. these are foam. These are actually pretty cool, but yeah, roaches. That's always good. I
man.
use fucking business cards from businesses.
Yeah, man.
Did everyone read Billy Bean or Billy Bond's comment at the same time? But
It's best to just ignore comments on Billy
I
Bonds.
know.
Really.
It's off topic. You know what? You know what really says I care to someone you're giving a gift to? It's homemade edibles. So
Mm.
why not just
Yes.
make some homemade
There you
edibles? Put them
go.
in a pretty box or a pretty nice tin. Put a bow on that. There you go.
Nice.
Just make sure you tell them that they're edibles.
Or
Well,
don't
yes, yes. Do them a favor.
ghost them.
Yeah, so I mean,
Yes.
Rusty Nails suggested there that Ardent decarb machine, which was bought up. That's a good option there. And Chilbert bought
Yes.
up a good option as well. 220 micron bags. You know, bubble
Yes.
bags for making hash. Perfect for a
Yes.
home grower, you know, and then they can make use out of their tip leaf and shit.
Here, I'll
That's
show you
a good
something really
option.
cool. This is made by a guy on Twitter. I don't know if you can get these, but probably this is a great idea. This is a little, I put my sticker on it now. I gotta say thank you to this guy too. So if you're watching, James, thank you. And Chris. Because yeah. But anyway, it's a joint holder. See, you can fit a Bic lighter and 3 joints in there just perfectly.
Ah,
Perfect. Nice.
And,
Yeah.
Very cool.
You get your little cap and boom, you know, right there.
Sweet.
So cool shit like this. I'm a big fan of these kinds of little gadgets.
Yeah, man. That's it. Something useful.
Very, very, very useful. Yeah.
What else do we
Something
have?
I
there?
use on trips when I travel to legal areas is a smell-proof pouch that I can stick the vaporizer and a small stash bag
Yes.
in, things like that. It just
Mhm.
it makes it
Mhm.
handy. And there's a lot of different options on the market these days for those.
I've got a rhino bag, and that's pretty good. I
Yeah,
find you don't
mine
get
came
the-
from Morris Hydro. It's the,
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
the charcoal filtered one thing, but I
Yeah.
love them.
These
And they're
smelly
like
proof
lined or whatever.
DC bags, classic plastic, work really well. But yeah,
Smosh
that's a good.
Poker there is a little bit dreaming with a 4x4 tent that opens on 2 opposite sides. Better access. You have good friends if they're buying you one of those, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
throw an HLG 600R on top of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Oh.
AC Infinity's 6-inch extraction with
Mhm.
a 67 controller on it. We'll keep going if you want.
I want a Bugatti.
I mean, that is, I mean, a good thought though. Like if you're people like that want to get into cannabis growing, like a kit like that
Mhm.
is a good option. You know, it costs a lot, you know, at the upfront, especially for like a 4x4 and the proper setup you would want in there.
Mhm.
Not a lot, but like a lot relative to nothing is how I always put it. And but you're guaranteed to, you know, with our help, of course, at Percy's, pay it off in probably 1 to 2 grows. Right?
Mhm.
So
I have not spent so much money by buying the tent. It's unbelievable how much I've saved.
yeah,
Yeah, man, I
That's
had a
ridiculous.
spare tent set up before, a 60 centimeter tent with old ballast and a 250 watt light, 4-inch extractor. I didn't need it anymore.
away.
And I knew one of my friends, you know, he was a regular cannabis user, but he didn't grow. So I was like, here you go, mate. Have this old fucking shit that I no longer need. And, you know, he's grown his own now.
Oh, I got a good one. I'll show you. Yeah.
And TG's off to find whatever that is. So,
Not bad. It's like shit like this. Monkey, you can probably speak to
Oh,
that.
yeah,
oh, cool.
rolling
yeah.
tray.
Rolling
Like,
trays.
this is
Mm.
this is a
Oh,
locally
yeah.
That's for
crafted-
everything, your
yeah.
lighter, even a little spot for your soda on there, it looks like.
Yeah. Or I think it's for the grinder.
Yeah, the grinder
Whatever,
goes there.
Something,
Yeah.
I don't know what it
Mhm.
all is, can't see it from
Like
here.
this,
Yeah,
right? Oh, it fits perfect. Boom.
nice.
Look at that. Lovely.
Yeah. Like I have like 3 or 4 of these, and I will continue to have more of these because I love these kinds of things. They're just
Mhm.
beautiful art kind of pieces and stuff like that. And likely, unless you're buying like, you know, a raw version or something, you're probably going to support somebody who's a local artisan type shit.
Mhm.
Or you should find one who is and be like, can you make me one of these? And they'll be like, fuck yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's another good point. If you're a handy person and you know what you're doing on the tools, that's another thing you could do is make something like that.
Yeah.
Do something crafty, something useful.
Like a monkey pipe, for example.
Oh, geez.
Mhm.
I wonder
Yeah,
if you
there
get
you go.
those.
For example. Yeah, that's a good example.
Mm,
Those are
Some
beautiful.
people actually threw that up in the chat a few times already. I just wasn't saying anything because unfortunately I have no avenue to sell those.
So when do you go up to the North Pole, Monkey, and talk to the elves about the plans to make them?
We're
Yeah.
in talks right now. I'm so far south, I don't do North Pole. They have to come to
Mhm.
me.
Oh, you get them to come to you. All right, fair
Exactly, yeah. So
Christmas
that's the
Eve,
hard
then
part
have
here.
the chat on Christmas Eve when they
And
come
Santa
up.
doesn't Zoom, unfortunately.
Sets a
So-
trap in the
enough.
chimney.
Send those. Yeah.
All right, bitch, we gotta talk.
Now, if we're buying gifts for a grower, what about a good set of EC pens or maybe a good pH pen, meters?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Those all
Great
seem
idea.
to, everybody seems to need those.
yeah, man, for
And
sure.
they're
Also,
they're good
nutrients. I
mid-level
mean, if
too.
you're not an organic grower, nutrients, you use a lot of them.
Yeah, them pH
Yes.
pens, they ain't cheap. So it's a good gift to buy for somebody, the pH and EC, especially pH pen. Get somebody a pH pen if they don't have one. Seeds is always a good option. We had seeds there in the chat. You like land races, old school genetics of like the 90s bubble gum. Imagine having some of those beans.
Oh.
We just have them in
Seriously, man.
collection. Mhm.
Pips has them too, actually.
Cool.
Avocado the ball.
Cool.
I'll say too, I've been to a lot of my friends' houses lately that we dab. We've been doing some dabs, and they're like, all right, I'll get my torch, and they bring out a fucking like blowtorch. I'm like, what the fuck? You know, so a nice, beautiful torch like this.
Mhm.
Usually these are marketed for like creme brulee and shit. If you're at a head shop, probably they'll look more like this, you know, with the fucking Rasta colors and shit. But these are great to have for multiple uses, not just doing dank dabs, but you know, good torch, never go wrong.
Mini flamethrowers. Cool.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Books. Oh fuck
When
yeah,
you-
books. That's a good
And
one.
Phil over at Percy's, he actually did add in there that don't forget your pets when it comes to hemp too. Your aging pets sometimes benefit from CBD.
Hemp. That's good though. What about hemp shirts and shit? Find
Yeah,
some shit.
hemp,
Right.
hemp
Any
clothing.
type of
Yeah,
cannabis
I got some
related
real
clothing
comfortable
probably
hemp
would be
pants.
acceptable,
Growers, and if you're a weed enthusiast wearing hemp, you're just like, yeah, this is awesome, you know. So
Get Integrity shirt, 100% hemp, Integrity
Yeah.
Farms.
We had a good suggestion over in the forum as well. You know, for these people who smoke cannabis outside, you can instead get them an extractor with a carbon filter, because if they're not growers, then they don't know about this kind of shit. But if you had an extractor and a carbon filter that could vent the smoke out of a particular room for them, then that's a good option too, man. Then don't have to go outside and freeze when they're enjoying their cannabis.
You get them a 4x4 tent for their spare bedroom, and they can go in there and zip up the tent, turn on the extractor, and smoke inside.
Well,
So
there
they
you
don't
go.
freeze.
Mhm.
Put on some color LEDs in there, some jam music, man, and they'll
You know
never
what I'm
leave.
saying? Nice pair of headphones. That's a good option. Get them a nice pair of headphones with an MP3 player if they are still things. With all of the episodes of High and Homegrown downloaded onto it already.
Yeah,
How much
fill
of a
it up
nice
like
fucking,
YouTube did,
you know what I'm
remember?
saying? Download them
Mhm.
all, put them all on the thing, and be
Yeah.
like, there you go. That's everything you need to learn how to grow your own cannabis. That'd be a good option. And books, we mentioned books briefly there when Marge mentioned the cookbooks, but there's so many good cannabis books out there that you can pass on to
Mhm.
people so they can learn how to grow their own. Just that little bit of encouragement to get people started is always a good option.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also, for the
Cool.
hard to buy for, I don't know if any of you have heard of Gold Leaf. It's a company based out of the States, and they basically do like cannabis prints and journals. And they're really great. I have several of their posters in my office. They're all terpene related, but they do prints of like cannabis flower or the journals, everything from like grow planners to cooking journals to pet jotters, all that kind of stuff. So if you have a hard to shop for person, that can be a good place to go to for people who are into cannabis or coffee. They recently got into doing prints for coffee. as well.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a shitload of things you can buy for people. It's like there's an endless amount of options. You just have to figure out what your friend likes or family member likes, and what would you like yourself? And buy that for somebody. Or of course, buy it for yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As we said, you deserve it, man. Go and buy some shit for yourself. But
What I can
bongs,
say-
man, a nice bong. We haven't mentioned bongs,
Exactly,
right?
man. In general,
Yeah.
any
Like
kind of a
TT
nice
said,
little
glass
spoon
in
pipe,
general, man. Yeah.
Mm.
just anything like that. I have lots of shit I don't even use, but I'm like so happy I have it because like we love shit, like we're stoners, shiny fucking glass stuff is what we want. So
Mhm.
never go wrong with glass.
And something to do while stoned, like Rubik's cubes. Fun little things to play with like that. Otherwise, keeps you occupied.
I've seen some pretty fun cannabis coloring books too, which I think you can probably find on like Amazon or whatever. But
Yeah, man.
Chili, a Puffco Pro. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah,
That's
I
a
was
good-
looking at them. I was looking at them. They're up in price there.
I want
Yeah,
one
I've
of
looked
those
at them too.
pipes. What the fuck are those called? Puffco pipe. Those look cool.
Oh yeah, they're like the old school tobacco
Yeah, like
pipes.
Sherlock Holmes shit, but it's like
Yeah.
glows on the end because it's dabbing.
No, that's
Yeah.
another one you can buy. Manscape. Have you seen that shit? That them adverts come up on YouTube, like you should buy a month's prescription to Manscape or some shit. They're all over the fucking
Manscaped.
YouTube, man.
But
Sponsoring today's episode, Manscape. Sorry, random tangent.
As we do.
Yeah, Billy needs Manscaped to fit into his new gimp suit. Yeah. Yeah, but movies like buy stoner movies for people. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we don't do very often anymore. Buy DVDs for people.
Dazed and confused and half baked and this kind of
Mhm.
stuff. Yeah.
Mhm.
Grandma's
Cheech and
boy.
Chong and all that stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Some old school movies like that.
Or
You
like I have a
can-
couple of vintage Reefer Madness posters as well. So
Cool.
if you can find some cool stuff, because I knew a guy also that really liked to collect vintage like joint holders and stuff like that too. So if you're someone who likes to thrift or check out antique shops or whatever, that could be a fun gift to look for too.
I have a
Mhm.
cool, and it's really close to my heart in terms of the source or the it's a charity thing, Arrowhead.com. If you go to Arrowhead, everybody knows Arrowhead,
Mhm.
best
Great
drug
website.
they have they always take donations but they have gifts, and if you go to their gifts donations kind of area on the website there, they have these glass 3D molecules of different drugs. So they have like, they don't have the THC one up, maybe they do now, but there's like, they're like this long. I bought Cheryl a caffeine one, and it's each molecule is different colors to represent hydrogen or whatever. But like as a little token kind of shit, that novelty kind of shit is awesome. I love that kind of stuff, and it's drug related too. You can get like serotonin, you can get DMT, you can get psilocybin, you can get fucking all of that, but in like glass molecule form, as well as a lot of
Very cool.
That sounds
very cool prints. Yeah, like Sasha Shulgin, I think has like a $10,000 blotter paper that he signed up there, and like some seriously cool shit. It's expensive, a lot of it, but it's it goes to the organization as well as you get a piece of literal history in a lot of the cases. So if you're into that, that's something that like if somebody gave me that shit, I'd be like, fuck, you know. Like yeah, no word. Like I just have no words right now, even let alone if it actually happened. So yeah, that kind of shit. I'm into that.
There's so many options, man. So many fucking options. I mean, what would I even want for fucking Christmas? Is you just go collect these things. I think the best option is if you're allowed to and it's legal, of course. Not suggesting anybody breaks the law here, but cannabis is the best one, man. Cannabis is, people always appreciate more weed.
Oh, you know what? For Christmas though, I think some well-made infused cannabis cookies that were properly wrapped and labeled, you know,
Yes.
for a stoner gift. I mean, that's just the thing, you know, a nice Christmas edible.
But
I
I'm thinking
agree.
of doing with banana bread. I'm gonna get some banana bread
That would
infused.
work. Christmas banana bread.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah,
Wake and bake in the morning with banana bread on Christmas morning. Wow.
we also have these cannabis events coming up, like Spanabis and shit, and you're buying a ticket for a friend to go to Spanabis and shit like that. That also works, you know, just the
Yeah, that'd
product
be sick.
thing, all kind of events all over the world, man. So if there's anything near you, then why not invite your friend and buy a ticket for them? That's a good one too. I'm saying anything else. I mean, there's so much, isn't there? I mean, the seeds
and we'll
thing
go
is a
ahead
good one as well.
We'll go ahead and throw it out there though, just, you know, to make sure everybody know this, that most of these gifts that we're talking about here, a lot of them are available over at this place called Ali Bongo that you can get a
Oh, yes.
discount.
15% discount, man.
Percy's 15, that's it.
That's right. And you can go and buy most of Ali Bongo have got a ridiculous amount of ganja stuff, man. And you can flick through their website and see things that we haven't even mentioned here. They have literally everything to do with weed other than the growing stuff. But you can go to their site, Bongo Bulk, and buy seeds.
Now, they're a UK store, but they ship worldwide, so don't be fazed by the fact that they're in the UK.
Man, they got
never
some
had
cool
anything
shit, man.
Excellent customer service from these people. So
And they got epic bongs over there. You know, if you're looking at buying bongs, you should good price as well. And we don't just say
Very
that
good
because they're
prices.
sponsors. Ali Bongos are sponsored because they're the shit. You know what I'm saying? And make sure you go over there and check them out if you haven't done that already. You can guarantee this you're gonna find something that you enjoy from buying from them. Like the cool books, man. You know, like how to roll a joint, how to roll different kinds of joints. They've got all them kinds of books in there, which are cool. Just check it out. There's loads of shit, man. Loads of shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of seeds, man. Sorry.
How many
Every time I do this, I think I'm up to, well, I did the math, rough math based on the weights last night, and probably I'm going to hit about 4,000 seeds out of this fucking. Yeah, sorry.
Ali Bongo is a great place to go and buy anything
Yes,
related to
they have
cannabis.
more than that for seeds, for sure.
they know their stuff over there at Ali Bongo for sure.
Go and check them out. Perfect place to go and buy Christmas presents for cannabis users and growers, for sure, man. Even scales, they got scales over there that are like shaped like a CD case, so it's discreet. Got loads of cool shit. Ali Bongo are awesome, man. Check them out. So what else is there, man? That's like everything, really.
No, there's one thing you forgot.
Oh no.
And that is limited edition Bite Me, the show about edibles aprons, available over on bitemepodcast.com.
Oh, cool.
That is a cool thing.
Go check that shit out, man.
For the person that has everything and likes to cook. There you go.
And of course, there is always a free subscription to percysgrowroom.com. It's £20 now, £20 a month to sign up to Percy's. Right, everybody?
I would say that Marge's apron is definitely going to be a conversation starter, because when somebody walks in the house and you're wearing an apron that says in big, huge print on the front of it says "Bite Me," they're going to look at, what's up with this?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Is that just about the apron, or the fact you're not wearing anything else under the apron?
That's exactly.
Might depend on your company.
Yeah,
gives
greet him at the door. And
gives a whole new meaning to edible undies, doesn't it?
Something I've not covered on the podcast yet, I have to say.
Maybe on Valentine's Day. You know what I'm
That's right. Yeah. You're inspiring me.
Look at this. We have the apron here.
Check it out. Check it out. Buy one of these.
Oh.
Nice, TG. Nice.
Yeah.
It's fucking awesome. Look at this shit. I can put like fucking weed in here.
That's right. That's what the pockets are for.
My wife would be so excited. It's got pockets.
That's awesome.
Nice.
They
Marge.
don't unfortunately come with sample edibles because I used to send edibles out in the mail and I did have something get intercepted one time and I had to
Enough.
stop after that. Yeah, it was lame.
Mm. You can send to Canada, though, right? In Canada.
Oh, to
it's okay.
Canada. Yeah, I was admittedly sending something to the States, but nosy bastards.
No, man. Mind your business, man.
That's right. That's right.
That's funny, but
I think they ate the cookies. I'm not sure, but
they
I
have my
got the
fucking
package with crumbs.
They got my brother's grim seed too. Those fucks, so they're fucking living large. Anyway, yeah.
You just seen a Hillbilly Herb there mentioned worm bin. You know, a worm bin is fucking great gift you can buy somebody. And you can buy the worms as well if online from a local place. Probably just do a search for them, but you can buy like the place where the worms are gonna live for a reasonably decent price up online as
Right.
well. And that's
Especially if
good
they're
enough to
into
get
dirt and
somebody
stuff.
started. Mm. Did you hear that, TJ?
Oh.
She said dirt, bro.
If you like dirt.
Yeah. He's concentrating on counting his seeds right now, so
I
Mhm.
heard it. I just ignored it. You know?
he knows by now. He knows we're trying to get under his skin.
Worms don't live in dirt, like not in the worm bin. They live in shit.
Start calling TG a dirt farmer. See how what happens there.
But yeah,
My
man.
worms are doing very well. I gave them some banana peels today, actually.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many options out there for you to choose what to buy your friends who are cannabis enthusiasts for Christmas. Lots and lots and lots of options, man.
Yeah.
So, get what you can, see what they'll enjoy. And of course, if you're a home grower and you've got that spare bit, which you probably do because you're a home grower and you've got plenty of weed, then why not give them some of the weed?
Okay.
Yeah, I received a nice gift off somebody before. You know who you are. With it was just a collection of small jars with like between 2 and 3 grams of a collection of different strains in it. That was very fucking cool, man. And there's some
We
hash
remember
in it
you
as well.
being quite excited about that. When
Yeah.
you got that.
There's lots of different, like 12 different strains, I think it was, with some hash in there as well. And
Damn,
each one in
that
a
would be
little
a hell
jar.
of a gift,
It
man.
was like an advent calendar, man. It was very cool.
It'd be like,
So-
sample. That'd be great. Sample pack.
Yes,
I
man.
stand by. Weed is the best gift to get any stoner.
hmm
Right.
That's it, because even
You
if
know
they've
they'll
got plenty of
appreciate
weed, it can be a different strain.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
got like kilos, maybe not kilos, but probably just over a kilo here. And if someone gave me like a jar at like an eighth, I'd be like, yes, weed.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not yes weed. It's yes different weed.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Actually, the other day, my spouse, he does HVAC, and he went to help somebody fix their furnace across the street from us, and he must have been chatting with them because he came home with like a quarter of weed. So that was
Nice.
pretty nice. Yeah, they were very appreciative that he came over to help when it was really cold out. So, but he doesn't smoke, so that quarter of weed's for me.
Nice.
I would accept
Bonus.
everything.
Better.
Yeah, yeah.
Weed.
And I had no idea these people were into weed at all. So, yeah,
There you go.
That adds a new conversation then.
it really does. Yes.
Mm-mm.
New friends. Nice.
New
There's
friends,
somebody
hey.
also, yeah,
You like this podcast about edibles,
that's right. Somebody also put in the group chat mushroom grow kits, which I think is
Oh,
a lot
yeah.
of, cannabis growers like to grow other things as well. It doesn't
Mhm.
necessarily have to be psychedelic. There's tons of great culinary mushroom grow kits too, and they are pretty fun to grow. So that's a good idea too.
So,
Yeah,
fun,
cannabis growers
fun
generally
to
like to
grow.
grow just about anything. So yeah.
Right.
fun to grow if you don't get fucking infected with mold. Piece of shit.
Well, if you're doing some of those grow kits, it's kind of all done for you, Mackie.
Yes.
Yeah,
the
true,
kits
true. Mhm.
she's
Yes.
talking about. Yeah, basically, it's all you're going to do is open up the bag and put a little moisture in
Yeah.
it and watch it bloom. You're
Add
done.
water
Because
and
that
lights.
mycelium's already been cultured. Everything's done.
Yeah.
All you're doing is going to fruit this mushroom and done. Over.
I like mushrooms.
Me too.
Not eating them though. Fucking disgusting. But
Oh.
I like the effect they have on me.
Oh, those mushrooms. Okay.
Yeah, those mushrooms.
Right.
That's
But
the-
as she was
that's the
saying,
only
there's
good
other
reason
kinds
to eat
too.
a mushroom, man. There's no
Not
other good
really.
reason to eat a mushroom.
Oh, because
no,
mushrooms
no,
are so
no.
good. All
yeah.
culinary
You're just having them
mushrooms.
done correctly, man.
Golden teacher. Yeah, my favorite one.
No, I'm saying eat it, TG. Do it. Do it.
It's 5 o'clock. That'll put me at about midnight, and I got shit
That's a
to
bit much. He has to work tomorrow.
I will eat this though. This is an edible. that says eat me. It's 20 milligrams, not much, but tasty as fuck.
Nice.
Let's do that.
Yeah, man.
Randomly.
So lots of good options there, man. Lots of good options. So let us know what you're
Cannabis
going to buy
drinks.
your
Whoa,
friends.
we
Oh
didn't go
yeah,
there.
yeah.
Cannabis drinks are out there. That'd be a good thing, especially if people haven't had those yet.
Mhm.
Mm. 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 Delicious.
Nice. Yeah, man. So
So-
lots of good
something-
suggestions in chat there as well. Sorry, Marge.
No, I was just to say we've kind of talked about edibles, but we haven't really talked about making topicals for people. And there's a lot of easy topicals you can
Ooh,
make: bath salts,
yes.
bath bombs, topicals, oils, all kinds of stuff for
Yeah.
the people who in your life who have aches and pains, which is probably everybody.
I was gonna ask you actually about that, Marge. Do you
Yeah.
like this? This is basically like exactly that. It's a little rolling thing that you just kind of, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, it's better now.
Yeah.
It has grapeseed oil, olive oil, beeswax, CBD isolate, THC oil, rosemary antioxidant, essential oils of peppermint, camphor, wintergreen, and eucalyptus. Something
Mhm.
like that's easy.
Oh.
to make.
They're not that hard to make. No, not really.
Cool.
I mean, I haven't really made one in a stick like that, but I've made lots of body butters and topicals. And
Yeah, well, probably
Yeah.
you could just squirt it in there, and if it solidifies, that's
yeah, because it's going to be soft, like really
Yeah,
liquid when it's all
okay.
melted and stuff. Yeah.
yes.
The
When I make creams
beeswax.
and salves, I just put them in like 100 mil, 200 mil bottles and
Yeah.
jars actually. And that way you take it off, use what you want. Done.
Yeah. Yeah. You can get little
Oh.
glass jars, little tins, you can put them in all kinds of stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And, you
And
know,
most
the-
people who have not tried these topicals, once they first use them, they're sold instantly.
And those are great too for people that you have on your list that are, maybe have aches and pains or whatever, but aren't necessarily traditional cannabis users either, or reluctant cannabis people, because you don't get high from them. So it's a pretty
Yeah.
safe way to play around with it without.
It's a great
Yeah.
way to introduce it in somebody's life
Yeah.
with less fear.
Yeah.
And just one more thing to add there, which people can try. Steve D'Angelo mentioned before when he was on the show, but there's lots of prisoners in prison right now for possession
Yeah.
of cannabis, and they don't have many people in their lives that are going to spend Christmas alone in a shitty fucking prison simply for being in possession of a plant. And you could go to Steve D'Angelo's website, and he has the information where you can send these people a letter or something, and just a letter. It will make them feel good on Christmas Day and make them feel as if somebody is thinking about them. So if you can do something like that to make those people who don't have anybody over Christmas feel good, then do something like that as well. That would help them out a lot, and that would mean more than a gift to most of these people. Just a letter or a card.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, so do that if you can. Be the nice cannabis user. We always try and encourage that. These people are part of our community as well who've been locked up unnecessarily. So, take care of them if you can. But that's about it. That's all the gifts. We could go on forever because there's so many gifts. We could read through the whole catalog over at alibongo.com and talk about gifts all day long. Like, oh, I want that. Oh, I want that. Ooh, ooh. We didn't even hit rosin presses and shit like that. Dabbing
Oh, yeah.
rigs.
No.
So many options, man. So many
Oh,
options.
you've also got the candles that offset the smell of cannabis and stuff like that.
So, the list is not exhaustive. If you do buy something for a cannabis friend, then let us know over on the forum what you got for them, or even let us know in the comments below here. What are you going to get for your friends? Are you got any suggestions? Are you going to take any suggestions from the show here and go buy that for your friend or your better half? Let us know in the comments or over at percysgrowroom.com. But there is a couple of listener questions which we should get to before we move out to the outro and do the spin. So, just a couple of questions as well from the same usual folk. Here's one from Sparky. And I thought we'd include this one because, quick rant. If there are 12 days of Christmas, why the fuck did my local department store have Christmas trees on display on the 25th of September? Literally on the 25th of September.
I have
They
an easy answer for
misunderstood.
that.
They thought it was the 12 months of Christmas.
Right.
And it pretty much is. What's the answer, Marge? You say you got the answer for that?
Yeah, of course. It's capitalism.
That's exactly it. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
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 And that's it, man. It's just they want money. They want your money. And, spend. Keep the economy running. That's what I'm saying. That's all they want to do. And this is the whole thing with Christmas that pisses me off. It's just too commercialized. And there's my mother was a single mother when I was a kid, and you get to see the struggle. of what people go through every fucking year for this Christmas shit. Where everything's overpriced because once Christmas is out the way and you get the Boxing Day sales and everything's 50% of what it was just yesterday, but you see all these poor people, these mothers trying to buy shit for their kids and they can't fucking afford it. And, you know, if the kid don't get a present, then the kid feels like, was I a bad kid? Did Santa not get me anything because I'm a bad kid? And it's like completely not the fucking case. It's just the parents couldn't afford to buy presents, man. And that shit fucking breaks my heart, these motherfuckers. And it's just like the capitalistic society. And there's nothing wrong with capitalism. It works. But for fuck's sake, man, we can do better than this. You know, we shouldn't be making it's like emotional blackmail season. That's what it is. Like spend money, buy presents for people who won't even fucking appreciate them so they don't think you're an arsehole. It's like, well, fuck you, think I'm a fucking arsehole. I don't fucking care. You know?
Well, that's why, Mackie, we do a secret Santa in our house. So that way you're buying a gift for one person.
Nice.
And usually outside of that, I am making gifts or thrifting them or whatever, because, you know, a lot of the times the people I might be buying for have everything they need. Like we've already talked about, like all this stuff we talked about. I have a lot of the stuff already. So I don't need people buying it for me.
Yeah.
But when somebody makes me something or whatever, it's like,
Mhm,
wow,
mhm.
you put a lot of time and effort into that.
That's
So
it, man. That's what people
Yeah.
should do more. Make stuff for people.
Yeah.
Don't just go and fucking buy something because it will make because a lot of kids just get bought and they get thrown away. You know, it's like, oh, that's very nice. And it doesn't really get used. It's unless you're going to spend a stupid amount of money. Like, here's a PlayStation 5. And they're like, no fucking way. Where did you get that from for a start? Because they're impossible to get. I've been after a PlayStation 5 for like 18 months or something, man. I still haven't got one. It's ridiculous.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's fucking hard. So hard to get a PlayStation 5, mate.
But at the end of the day, we're all growers here. So we all are all makers.
Yes.
And as we already said, you know, people love receiving cannabis as a gift. So keep it simple.
Definitely.
Yeah. But you know, Christmas is a bit over commercialized sometimes. And this is why it pisses me off until like Christmas. And then when Christmas comes, the 25th of December, I enjoy that day, that the family aspect of it, spending time together and just eating shit, you know, and that's good shit. I enjoy that, watching crappy movies, you know, just for the sake of being with the family. But it just feels so over commercialized sometimes. And that's what pisses me off too much. It's like people have taken advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Get an Xbox. You fucking serious? Get an Xbox? No. No, been there, done that. I prefer a PlayStation. Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually either one or the other, isn't it?
You got PlayStation VR, bro. You know what I'm saying? Beat Saber.
Yeah.
Right. It's like Coke versus Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Coke is better than Pepsi, by the way. Just saying.
I can't remember the last time I drank either one of those.
Same. I'm the same way. I don't really drink it, but my elderly mother-in-law lives with us, and that's pretty much all she drinks. So we still have to buy a lot.
And then we have the last question here from Filmy Balls.
Yes.
He says, question, how does Santa keep from getting COVID? Answer, by using sanitizer.
What was that word you just said, though? You said a magic word.
Yeah, and he says at the end, now smoke up because I used the C word. That's
He knew
right,
what he was
motherfuckers.
doing.
He knows exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm already sweating, man. That I just hit some fruit rosin.
He's all mashed up.
That was
Somebody's
strong.
beeping at me on Discord, I think.
He made it till nearly the end of the podcast, though, this time. So well done.
Yes, well done, TG. Well done.
Your tolerance is increasing, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, I have been dabbing a lot because of a certain someone.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
Dabs
I'm
definitely help.
just
your
encouraging
fault.
healthy habits.
I'm gonna need to fucking buy a press now so I can continue my fucking upward
Do
trend
it.
here.
I
Yeah,
love my press, bro.
I know, man. I want one so bad.
He's just like, I need a
Anybody
press, and I'm
listen.
going to need more plants because I'm going to have a press now.
Yeah, like I have a lot of flour right now, and I would love to do something else.
Yeah.
And just
Seems like
try it.
everybody's telling you here, TG. Get yourself a press, bro.
I think
Yeah, I
the
know.
consensus is you now
It's
have to
fucking
buy
Christmas. I'm not gonna buy
Yeah.
one. I need somebody else buy it for me, bitch.
one. Well, you can put it on your Christmas list, see what happens.
Yeah,
Put it
no,
on his
Start
YouTube
later.
channel and let somebody sponsor it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
needs a press sponsor. That's what he's
Can you
gonna
do
If
like
I
a
ask-
GoFundMe for that?
You could ask for Cheryl and she'd just be like, no, I'm not buying you that.
Well, here in the UK nowadays, with the economy the way it is and the heating prices the way it is, even if you're on the naughty list and you get coal, it's still a bonus. So everybody should be happy with that.
Coal, yeah.
Yeah, you're coal for the bad people, isn't it? On the naughty list, you get a piece of coal. It's like, yes. But yeah, good times, man. Good show. Good show. I think that's everything. That's all the gifts. That's all the listener questions that we have there as well. So let us know what you get for Christmas. We're still a few weeks away from Christmas, and we still got a couple of episodes until Christmas. So good times, man. Good show. Should we move to the outro? Anything to add here? No,
If
we're
you're not
good.
inspired by now, then
No.
fuck you, I guess. I don't know.
Play your weed, spend good weed. And if they
Yeah.
Outro, and then we got a
fucking-
wheel spin to do.
Yes,
Give 'em
that's
some
right.
love.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Let's do it. And there we go, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Christmas is coming, so I hope you get some good ideas for gifts that you can buy for people from this episode, or even gifts that you can make from this episode as well. There's lots of ideas in here. As usual, thank you very much for downloading and listening to the show. We massively appreciate every single one of you guys that go out there and listen to the show every week. It would be great if you could go and leave us a review on iTunes or Spotify. It'll only take you 5 minutes, and it will be good for the show. It will help the show grow, and it will help other people see what the show's like before they listen to it. And hopefully we can encourage more listeners to join us every week. But thank you very much for listening to the show and downloading it. And I hope we can see you on Sunday for the live show over on youtube.com/highandhomegrown, where we will be doing the last spin for Pheno Seeds. So come and join us over there. Maybe you can win $50 or $75 to spend over there at phenoseeds.com. So thank you again for listening, and maybe we'll catch you on Sunday for the live show. Remember, youtube.com/highandhomegrown. Get over there and subscribe. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay high.